Look at you looking so good in the fact you look like you
mean?
like in a Miami beach house, nigga. That's what the fuck your scenery looks like. The backdrop. You really look like you live in fucking James Bond's house or something, nigga. Is that chopper coming to land in the background, nigga? There by the pool?
This shit actually good, lad. Yeah, no, like, no friend.
Usabani usemasababsini.
Usabani scene, dog. Like,
come on, nigga.
I work too hard, bro. I work too hard, bro.
Usabani usemasababsini, my nigga. What the fuck? Coronavirus.
Oh yeah.
We are the Why Not podcast.
Sissy on.
Yeah, because I'm indoors.
And then
there's no reception. I ain't got no reception outdoors.
Oh, you
so
can't smoke indoors and yeah.
It's a motherfucking Why Not podcast.
Yes it is. Shout outs, guys.
Back in this motherfucking shit, nigga. Case.
What's up, nigga?
What's up, homie?
Ah, man, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm running low on shit.
Look at you,
but I'm chilling.
Look at you looking so good in the fact you look like you
mean?
Like in a Miami beach house, nigga. That's what the fuck your scenery looks like. The backdrop.
Yeah.
That
shit ain't bad. That shit ain't bad for real. Like I can walk, I can run, I can exercise outdoors. It's really not bad.
SNDF is not at your gate.
Nah. They can try. Besides, we got our own security here in the community in Woodrock, so police ain't coming through. We got our own shits going. Our own, like, we have our own private security, and then there's some new added security for the lockdown. So it's chilled. It's pretty chilled. They ain't even troubling niggas that much. They patrolling, checking the rounds, and checking for any irregularities, but they ain't troubling niggas that much.
Usabani usemasababsini.
Usabani usemasababsini, dog. Like,
come on, nigga.
I work too hard, bro. I work too hard.
Somebody usemasababsini, my nigga. What the fuck?
You know how long I didn't wait to Pume Lokshin. You think Pume Lokshin, you're gonna go. Fuck no.
Yeah, dog, no. Yeah. Shout outs to that, dog. I wanted to shower. It's cold as a bitch out here, nigga. Look at me, nigga.
I see you with your hoodie and fucking hat.
You see, like I'm going to a Mob Deep video shoot, nigga. What the fuck is going on, nigga?
Niggas is 100 deep.
Nigga, it's cold in the house, dog.
Oh, man.
It's cold in the house. The reception is trash, but we got the TV fixed today, so, as far as that's concerned, everything is done.
What was wrong?
First, there was no TV for like 3 years, right? And then coronavirus.
Oh yeah. Corey,
I had to bring it. Yeah, no, the Ronis had to. They forced you to switch up the way you're living, so got that shit sorted.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
wait, hold on. What the fuck you fixed your TV during Ronis? Because motherfuckers should be closed.
Nigga, fucking essential services, DSTV, fucking those niggas that fix the shits, the installers.
Shit. Yeah,
nigga.
Them niggas came and fixed your shit.
Yeah, them niggas got permits.
God damn. Wait, hold on. These headphones ain't sent right.
A whole lot of motherfuckers got permits though. Like, I should know what the legal position of
very much should, as the lawyer of this motherfucking company. But yo ass.
I ain't here for that, nigga. Yeah. So the nigga pulled through. Like, this is the second time. Like, he came, hooked it up. Then the fucking weather was trash, and then he came, sorted it out again today. So.
Oh, it was there today. Now,
every time somebody else comes to the house, I feel like we have to restart, like, quarantine. They say it was quite 14 days. Like, oh fuck, another 14 days I might have this shit.
No, nigga, I ain't playing, nigga. I blow niggas. I blow that sanitizer at the door, nigga. I don't play that shit. You don't come into my house without no sanitation. I can't.
No, but they say that shit's like. They say that shit's like on your clothes and shit. What if a motherfucker pulled through to the house? You hit them with the
Yeah.
the alcohol hand sanitizer shit.
Yeah.
They cool.
Yeah.
But the hoodie's got like some, some spit droplets that fall onto your decoder. Right? This nigga fix your decoder goes. When you go to switch on the decoder, you start to the pandemic now. This shit's gonna
No,
touch your
motherfucker.
face.
That's why you gotta sanitize indoors. Don't wait for other motherfuckers. Like when you might as well treat this shit. Like if you're really quarantining, you might as well really fucking quarantine. Like you know me, I don't do shit halfway. Like I
Yeah.
minimal contact, sanitize.
Fuck you. Firstly, shut the fuck up.
What you
Actually,
talking
let's
about?
have this fucking quarantine conversation.
Ah, let's have this
Because your
conversation.
ass was talking tough about quarantine. You was like, fuck this quarantine shit.
The quarantine.
You
I'm
gonna do
still
it because
saying that shit.
motherfuckers tell you to do it.
I'm
You
still saying
doing
that
it
shit.
though.
No,
You
we're talking
doing
about
it
you.
though.
We're talking about you and having people come in your house. I don't have people coming to my house. I don't got no visitors, nigga. I ain't trying to hear my doorbell ring for 21
Right.
days. So when I go out, I carry my sanitation. Wherever I go, there is sanitation. So until I come
You
back to
got
my
a mask?
nah, fuck a mask. What's that do?
What you mean, fuck a mask, nigga?
A
What
mask,
the fuck you
a mask
doing
is
if you
more. Listen, a mask is more for close contact, close proximity and shit. So maybe if it's a garage, if it's a garage, not an in and out type of thing, because it's safer to be outside where the air is blowing, where germs can get blown away elsewhere to fucking North Korea or something, and then it's safer there. You don't really particularly need a mask for that, and the masks are more for people who have been infected than for us who haven't. So there's a whole
nigga,
stigma against masks with people not even doing the research. Like masks ain't all that. But
nigga,
yeah,
I was all fucking survivor mode about it. I even had a fucking Survivor, the TV show. Those motherfuckers had the buffs, those shits that they wore on their heads.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit that they used to sweatband sometimes, and then they put. I had that shit on, nigga. I had my running shorts on and my running shoes, just in case shit gets crazy, nigga.
That's what happens when you watch too much World War Z. That's exactly what happens.
Nigga, 7 days later, I'm in flip flops.
Fuck all of that shit.
Nigga, what the fuck you mean, nigga? I got like
Oh
fluffy
man.
purple socks on, nigga. I got old people socks on.
God
Fuck you,
damn,
nigga.
nigga. God damn, nigga. Nah, I hears you.
Yeah, but I've been enjoying this indoor shit, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't much for being out and about all the time, so I've been cool being indoors. Plus,
Yeah,
dog, you've got outdoors out there, bro. Look at that fucking jungle.
I got real outdoors. Like I was looking at the there's like that patch of grass where we play soccer and shit down there. And that shit is really looking like a jungle. Ain't nobody been maintaining shit. The grass around the house is big. But I mean, yeah,
You
nigga.
live like,
I live like what, nigga?
yeah, sorry. No, I was saying you live like in a place that looks like, those movies like where the a couple moves into a house, a black couple moves into a house, and then the main guy is like a creepy old white dude that is trying to kill somebody. You look like you live in one of those neighborhoods.
Exactly. It's exactly one of them motherfuckers. I wouldn't be surprised. Like honestly, if some wild animal came through here and they said it escaped from the neighbor, I cool. If a motherfucker has a cheetah right next to me, I wouldn't be surprised. These motherfuckers is wild around here. So and there was a movie about The Intruder. Yeah, with Megan Good. You seen that shit?
That shit, nigga, with the old nigga,
With
the
the
buff
old
nigga, the
creepy
old
one,
buff
yeah.
nigga. Yeah, that nigga, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
The
That shit was
nigga,
crazy.
yo, the nigga Tommy from
Bro,
Power.
from Power.
They asked the nigga in the chest, and they hung him in the deep freezer with the meat. What the fuck? This is today's episode of White People Watching.
Listen,
What the fuck is up with that, bro? Yo.
oh, that shit was wild, bro. That movie was wild.
Bro, listen, what's the name of the movie?
The Intruder.
Yo, if you watch that shit, okay? So I was watching that movie actually, I think yesterday or the day before with my girlfriend, and she was terrified. Do you understand? Like that nigga was so creepy that like the minute the credits the minute the credits started on the movie, you could
Yeah.
physically feel her. Like, thank God that shit is over. That Yo,
Whoa,
bro.
bro. Yo, I'm telling you, that shit was crazy. And I was watching it with my girl too. And the crazy part is they got a light-skinned nigga to act the part. And then the light-skinned nigga don't even like guns. I'm like, you just ain't gonna protect your lady because your ass got a fear of guns and let this white creepy motherfucker just be spying. That shit was crazy to me. It was wild.
Hold on, bro. Like, I didn't even see the whole thing. Like, I didn't understand why the nigga was never around. How the fuck is this nigga always in the house? This white dude is just like in the kitchen, just randomly. Just this nigga's there with a box of pizza. Just
Nigga, watching you
what are
make
you doing
lunch,
with your
son.
life?
That shit was crazy, bro. But yeah, no, I can see how someone may fear that. But anyway,
Have you been online? A lot of shit has been happening with the Ronies, dog.
what's
The
going on with the
Ronies like
running?
swing back. I mean, not with the Ronies, but with the world as a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
consequence
yeah,
of the
yeah. Of
road.
course, of course, of course. Yeah. Nothing makes sense right now. That's all I know. Nothing is as it should be. The world is going fucking nuts, and nothing is making sense. And we got an
Did you
extension.
hear? Yeah. Oh, yes. This is post 2 more weeks of
Yep.
lockdown,
Yep.
nigga, and it's Easter, nigga. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Fuck Easter. Jesus,
Right
chill
now,
for a second. I was thinking about that
no,
thing.
like being indoors.
Oh, wait, hold on. But I was thinking about this shit. Imagine, because Easter is when Jesus wakes up, right? Or comes back down to earth and checks up on us or some crazy shit like that. So imagine this nigga that left his house, came back and checked down on these people, and every motherfucker's in the house. You can't see nobody, nigga. We quarantined. Fuck you doing in the streets, nigga. Where Jesus go, nigga? This nigga go back to quarantine.
Whose house is Jesus gonna stay at when he comes in? Who's gonna open the door and say
Open the door,
random
nigga.
ass? And you know Jesus was black, so the niggas gonna be here with
Niggas don't
dreadlocks.
trust shit, bro. Niggas don't trust shit, bro. You realize if Jesus came back right now, I find an empire almost. Because this nigga's in drags. This nigga is wearing sandals. This nigga got
Bro. That's
dreadlocks.
a good question, dog. Yeah, that's a good question, though.
Bro,
You know, and the way our government is doing, if he comes back in South Africa, they are going to arrest
they are
Jesus
going to
or fine him. One of the two, nigga.
quick, nigga, quick. So that should just be crazy. Good. What is it?
That's
Good
crazy,
Easter.
though. That's good.
Good
Sunday.
Friday. Good Friday, motherfucker.
Oh.
Yeah. That shit is crazy. That shit is wild.
Yeah, that's actually like I didn't think about it, bro. Would you welcome Jesus into your house?
Fuck no. That nigga probably got the Ronies. That nigga been
And you know this nigga, he doesn't have he ain't going nowhere, right?
exactly.
Mefia Wako, that's where he lives right now, bro. I understand. You don't know where this nigga been, nigga.
Hey, but
You don't
listen,
know where this nigga been.
listen though. This nigga can turn water into wine though. In the time where alcohol is not to be seen. Hey, nigga. Hey. I might just let this nigga in, my nigga.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, here's a question though. Here's a question. Can Jesus be arrested for manufacturing wine in his own home? Because technically, bro, you just said.
We ain't bought
Okay,
this shit.
here's a hypothetical situation, right? You live in an apartment complex. Somehow Jesus walks past the security, rocks up at your door. He's like, yo,
Okay.
nigga, I'm the homie.
I'm the hookup.
The name's Jesus. You know, you've been waiting. I know y'all niggas be waiting for me. I'm back, baby.
I'm back, baby. Yeah.
Somehow you let fucking Jesus stay with you and your brother and your girlfriend and her brother. Now it's 5 motherfuckers in this house.
Yeah.
Everybody's of drinking age. And Jesus was a young nigga, you know? Jesus is not 50
Nah,
or
this nigga
40.
still fly. This nigga probably got a Jesus.
Not even 30 yet. Niggas like 27, 29.
Imagine
You know
Jesus
what I'm trying to
walking a
say?
Jesus
So
tree.
he's trying to make this wine, bro. He's
Bro.
not trying to make beer. Not trying to make tequila. He's trying
Nigga,
to
give me
make
that.
wine.
Give me that Nerdeberg, my nigga. Give me that wine. Give me that dross. That's them
That would be
niggas.
crazy, though.
That'd be
That'd
crazy,
be
bro.
crazy. And you know that shit would be on video, bro.
Okay. You know they're gonna try and
Definitely.
jump you. Niggas will jump you if you have a
I'm
winemaker.
listen. I'm making my own fucking sitcom, nigga. I'm shooting a sitcom with Jesus at the crib, nigga. Nigga, I'm putting a score, calling the niggas, yo, bro, I need some music. Jesus did some dope shit today, bro. I need some dramatic shit, nigga.
We
Just
need an insert, nigga. We need an insert for that shit. I need a young cameo when Jesus is around, nigga. Shit.
Oh,
Yo, this shit done took forever. But I'm done now.
This nigga. Oh, nigga, you finally lining up, nigga.
Yeah, nigga finally lighting up. Your ass done smoked without me, so it's cool.
Lord Hashirama.
It's all good.
Hey, nigga, I'm indoors. So listen, I've been seeing shit on Twitter, on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
There's this versus battles that Swiss Beats and I think Just Blaze started. Have you seen that shit?
Wasn't them, but
Where
yeah. I know of it.
Yeah.
I know of it. I know they didn't start it because I heard about it earlier than them. But I actually haven't seen one. Even the local ones, because Utsweezy had one with Tweezy and Gemini Major. I saw that one on YouTube. I haven't watched it, but I saw they uploaded on YouTube. Utspeedster was going up against, was it Milkshake or Dimples? One of the two. I think it was Dimples. So there's been, and then the DJs, the international DJ. I even saw Primo versus, who was it?
Reza. That was last night.
Yeah. I didn't watch it though, no corner. So I
but
don't know.
Again, I haven't seen, like, what the fuck time when these niggas say 12 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what the fuck that means. Nigga, what you mean?
Actually, don't try.
You understand that I'm living with 3 other people here, bro. Like, I don't know what 12 p.m. Eastern time is going to be for me. If it's 3 in the morning, I may not be up to be, playing those battles. I don't know if anyone is collecting the video and re-releasing it maybe on YouTube. Do you know?
Well, since I saw the Gemini one on YouTube, it gave me faith. Because I doubt that these niggas are gonna let this shit just die out on Insta, because Insta is gonna delete the live shits after a while. And this is great, amazing content. This is truly amazing content. So I don't think they'll let it die out like that, but I still need to check and confirm, of course, because you saw the there's a FIFA tournament going on. Casper was playing Trevor Noah, and that was a big thing online. And then there's a 2K challenge going on that has all the NBA players playing. So you could get, I saw, who's that short kid? Patrick Beverly. He advanced to the semifinals. I don't know who he was playing, but it's a real tournament that's going on. And I wish to God I was part of it because I kicked niggas' asses. But yeah, so there's a lot of people releasing dope content that I truly don't think or don't feel they're gonna let go to waste by just living for like 24 hours on an Insta story or something. But hopefully, yes, someone.
So what? The way shit's happened is looking like everything is becoming like reality TV. It's like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I'm not watching the Kardashians on TV, I'm watching the Mkabelas on your IG page. I'm watching.
Shout out.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm watching the Beverleys on Patrick Beverly's IG page and wherever he's playing. You know. There's that type of entertainment value.
Hell nah, nigga. For the first time ever in the history of entertainment, we have got true reality TV. True.
Yeah.
Not scripted with a fucking director, and the producer and credits and fucking double takes and this wasn't right. So let's do it again.
So what if a bird just shat on my face in the middle of a take? So what?
In the middle of an Insta live, nigga. We on Insta live, my nigga. Wipe that shit off and carry right on, nigga.
Yeah, so I've been seeing those, but my difficulties with the versus battles is just like the way my life is set up currently. I haven't gotten like a DSTV guide for shit that's happening on the internet. You know how niggas that watch TV like know at 6 o'clock this is happening, at 7 o'clock this is happening. I don't have a guide of what's happening on the internet. So I catch what I catch when I catch it. If I see something, I'll think about it. But if my day goes one way, I probably
it's gone.
I'm gonna miss it. You know, if it's some midnight shit, 2 o'clock in the morning shit, nah, miss me with that, bro.
And it's crazy because I I mean I've been getting a lot of I've been seeing a lot of posts. UNSTC has a lot of interviews going on Insta Live with like some Nigerian radio stations, South African radio stations, Kenyan, I believe. I think Mozambique as well was involved. Um, so he's been on Insta Live a lot and he's been posting the dates. I just didn't take notice. So yesterday I jumped on randomly and he was on live. I checked some shit out. Talking to this other guy, I forgot his name. And then while I was there, Uluansta started his live. And then I remembered I'd seen his post because he was doing he was breaking down his thesis. You remember that he did a thesis on the visual representation in music. So the graphic design. Yeah. So he was breaking that down. It was really interesting, actually. I caught on for like, for a few minutes, right, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. You should actually like hit him up on the thesis. I'm sure he's got the I'm sure the document is available. Aren't theses things that are published? And I'm sure those are writings.
Not all of them are published, but he should rather still have his document because it's something so dear to him. It's not like just a thesis of some random thing to pass. It was a study of shit that's in his life, really. So
yeah, no, that's dope. Like it's crazy because he had mentioned something about trying to do a live version of the thesis. I think he was part of another panel interview and I just had like a conversation in passing with him and he said something like, yeah, it would be dope to do like a conversation with other people, you know, around, you know, related to this topic. So again, COVID-19, you know, Agent Orange. I feel one of these days I'll need to go back to some old Pharaoh Monch albums to help me understand what's happening today. You know? So yeah, I did catch a bit of that as well, but I was on cooking duty. So like, you know, shitty reception, I can't be here. This is where I need to be to get reception in my house, man. Right here. Understand?
I thought you selected about for some other particular reason. Nah, that shit was forced into you. You ain't even trying to sit there, but shit.
No, but I caught a bit of that conversation from his side. How do you feel about the experience of participating in a live like that? I mean, are you a contributor of engagement? Do you say shit on it? If you say shit on it, do you expect a response? Do you get responses? Like, how does that work?
When you're saying,
or are you just there to sit and listen to it, sit and watch him like give the thing?
Are you talking about when you're viewing as part of the audience, or if you're on the live with him? If you're on the panel with him, as just an audience.
So as part of the audience.
Well, the thing is, I engage. When I'm on Insta Live as an audience, a member of the audience, I engage. I write down messages, I interact with what you're saying because most people read the comments live. So they're interacting with the audience as well on their live. For instance, Uluansta I know because I've done this maybe 3 times on his Insta Live. Where I caught him going live and I just interacted and writing messages and he'd read the message and respond to it, like, oh yeah, shit, I see you, M.Y.N, whatever, yeah, that's what it is, and continue going back to his thing. I remember I was on Jay Farrow's live, but for him it was more of a request type thing, the voices request, but he also interacted with the comments, with the audience. So I interact. I don't just chill there because I don't just watch people's lives, like, which is funny. But I don't just watch people's lives just because. Like, I won't just watch a random ass live just because someone's gone live. I'll check it out if I'm interested.
Yeah, no, I caught a bit of that. Actually, you go. I've got a few items that I've seen here, some cool shit that I've noted. One that I've got is the lockdown bars. I don't know if this was just a local engagement, but I saw quite a few dope MCs.
Behind bars, nigga. Went behind.
Yeah, everybody's trying to like, and it's like, come on, Akon gave us this alley hoop a long time ago, bro. I'm locked up, don't let me out, and you're gonna
Don't
lock
let
me
me out,
down, and you
bro.
think I'm
Don't
not
let
gonna
me
rap
out, bro.
about it? What the fuck you mean?
Bro, I gotta gut this shit out, bro. Hey, shit else, bro. Hey, shit else. There's too much time on people's hands. Yesterday, I was arguing with some guy. We'll mention him after the show, but some guy that on his profile at least it says he went to school with us, and
Yeah,
he's my age on his profile. Doesn't look the case, but he's my age. But I don't know this nigga. I don't know this nigga. I do not recall seeing this nigga in any time in the 5 years we was in high school. So, but I was arguing with him on Facebook over but something important, but something I could have overlooked and just, whatever. Because I saw the picture on someone else's post. I felt some type of way. I didn't
yeah.
say shit. And then I saw it on his post, but he was talking shit. So I was like, oh, okay. So I engaged. And he and a friend of his, there were two niggas who were just going up against me, talking shit, not making any fucking sense. Avoiding direct
So
questions.
this is on whose account is this engagement
This
happening?
is on this guy's profile, this guy's picture, the
Okay.
same guy we went to school with apparently.
Yeah.
On his picture. So because he was talking shit about the same picture. And then I engaged him for like a good 20-30 minutes going back and forth on Facebook. And the only fucking reason I did that is simply because I had the time to. I didn't have shit else to do. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna stop engaging him and do what? I've watched all this shit on YouTube. I've caught up on Netflix. So I'm trying to say we've got time to do all the shit we wanted to do, even
All the
engage.
shit we want to do, bro.
Yeah, but even like no matter how silly, no matter how serious, but we've got time, so we should
Yeah.
use it wisely.
Stogie T's been dropping those heavy bars on Fridays. Have you been checking those out?
I don't know about that.
Ooh,
Wait, on
nigga,
Insta.
no, nigga. On the Instagram, nigga. Oh, it's cold. And the nigga got the verses written out too, you know?
Nice.
So like it makes like like you can actually like oof.
Yeah.
Some it's him and some it's like some other artist, I guess that I don't know how he's associated with those artists, but it's just like dope, just like, there's always something. Like I feel like there's always some dope shit happening somewhere in the internet. You just gotta be looking.
Yeah. No, because everybody's realized, especially content I don't want to say entertainers per se, but content creators have realized that if we just chill, this is gonna be our demise. And the very fact
Mm.
that everybody is home means that this is truly our time. This is what we've been wanting, for everybody to have time to engage in all of our shits, whether a podcast, radio show, music, movies,
Nigga.
So
Yeah,
this is
bruh.
exactly what we've been wanting. So everybody's creating. Like the creation the production has been incredible. And yeah, man, shout out to the Ronies. They
Yeah,
have
but there's so much.
positives.
Not to the Ronies, right? I'm not gonna say shout out to the Ronies. I don't know what your relationship with the Ronies is, but nah. As far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, it's fuck those niggas, okay? And we don't know them. Where you from? You know who you with,
What you
nigga?
mean? What you from, my nigga?
That
Shit.
COVID-19, nigga, ain't nobody got names like that around here, bruh.
Hey, bro. Hey, what
We
color
don't
is
know
this?
you.
Niggas wearing pink? What is this?
But what I'm saying is, right, you're right. There's a lot of dope lockdown content. I've seen like quite a few more like local podcasts. I know they've always been like podcasts. This is not a new thing, but I'm talking about like new content that has started to surface. Not necessarily because it's new, but maybe because more people are consuming it, so it's
It's playing.
more content visible.
Yeah, and it's playing along the algorithms. The more people consume shit, the more it surfaces. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
I've seen a lot. I've been seeing a lot of podcast content. I've seen people doing live concerts. The coolest shit that I saw was fucking what's the homie from
Which homie?
Coldplay? Oh no, it wasn't the homie from Coldplay. It was fucking Coldplay. Firstly, I'm sorry. This is Actually, this got actually nothing to do with the lockdown. It's a whole completely separate story. Fucking listen,
Okay.
nigga.
Okay.
Take some time and go on that tiny desk shit
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
see the Coldplay performance, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Those are nice.
Like for me, like that's the standard right now for like epicness in a small space. If those niggas could like find a way to do concerts like that consistently, because the music sounds amazing, you know, the vibe is there. I can really catch a vibe of like feeling like I'm at a concert even though I'm at home. That was the
Yeah.
first time I was actually hearing shit and not feeling like, oh, this is background music while I'm going about my day. You know, I felt like, oh, I'm in the moment type of
Are
situation.
you sure it
But
wasn't because you've been stuck in your fucking house and that now has an impact? If you encounter dope shit set up as a concert, it's going to feel that much more. What if you watch this while you could
all
just
I'm saying is like I've been encountering a lot of dope shit, like, but not all of it has been like get me up and moving
yeah.
into the vibe type shit, you know? Because nothing felt as like the first time you hear an album, you know, where you just like you can't help but move to the shit that catches you. Anyways, check that out. And aside from that, I was talking about all the lockdown content that's come out. People are doing live concerts.
Hmm.
The cats that work with B.I.A start doing like Roots App TV. I
Oh
know
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
did a live performance of the Nightcrawlers featuring Kimo Sabi on that platform earlier on in the lockdown. So shit like that, J Dog. It's I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of that shit from South Africa. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of that shit, even like in rough images. I don't just want the shit that's like, you know,
Tip
great
top.
lighting, this, that, and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the motherfuckers who are making dope music to make the effort to record and put out the dope shit that they're recording. I saw today a dope video that I shared on Facebook. Supampondo and Cons Major. It's like these cats just did like a short like joint, and you can see they shot the whole thing in one space, in one setting type of situation, maybe even in one take. But it's so dope to see like people having the opportunity to just like make more out of one content. Now there's the song, now you've got the video. The video doesn't have to be the best quality, but just put it out there, bruh. Put it out there, bruh.
Yeah, no, Brad, definitely. Now's the time. And I saw I think oh yeah, just maybe first or second week into the lockdown, Miss Cosmo had Nasty C on interviewed
Yeah,
him
I
on
saw
yeah.
that.
And he was talking about the fact that he has a studio in his wherever he's chilling in his house, I guess. Um
Nigga, that's the same studio fucking who Gemini Major was in when he was
we're doing the
in the battle with
yeah.
who I think Tweezy or whoever the other
Mm-hmm.
cat was. Say fucking yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised by that. And so I'm just saying, and he said he could shoot like he could do like a live concert, like I guess as
Yeah, yeah,
to shoot
yeah.
a music video. So some people have been prepared for the legit shit. Hold on, I got a bee trying to fuck with me right now. You see this sitting outdoor shit?
Nigga.
Oh, nigga, wait.
Yeah, nigga, you think shit is sweet, nigga. You didn't they didn't tell you that bees don't carry the ronies, nigga. Ain't nobody told you that bees are safe, nigga.
Hey, nigga,
You out here
I'm
thinking
walking away, nigga. I'm walking the fuck away from this goddamn bee, nigga. Hold on, you can still
this
see me.
motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, while you've been locked down, how much new music have you encountered?
Well, let me see. Not
Or maybe, yeah, continue.
not much new music, I guess. Cause what's been out, or rather, the thing is, there's still some shit I've been catching up to. Um,
Yeah, I mean, new to you. Like, I never talk about new music about relating to when the music was released. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about like the fact that I've experienced the music, whether it came out today or 18 years ago, is never the question. Like new music that
okay.
you've discovered, whether it's recent or old.
Nah, but I gotta be honest, bro. I haven't really. I've been watching a lot of movies more than discovering
Oh,
music.
okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Where the fuck are you getting the fucking movies, nigga? You got shit downloaded or you on talking about Netflix movies?
Nah, I'm streaming. There's a few sites I found that I can stream and download on. Not even sure if we can still talk about downloading and platforms
Hey,
anymore.
nigga.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey. But
nigga. I don't know. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't nobody's cousin or nothing.
oh no, no, don't ask me shit. I don't like shit. I don't go outside.
I'll go outside, nigga.
But yeah. I've just been catching up on movies. There's been a lot of dope movies. Like you've seen, Vin Diesel was out of the picture for a while, and he did a comeback with his new one, Bloodshot, which is really really
Mm.
interesting, really dope. So yeah, it's been some shit out there. It's been some
Is
shit
he
out
is
there.
he acting or is he just fighting?
No, he's acting. He's doing the things properly. It's
Like he's like dialogue and
nigga.
shit like that.
He's the lead actor. Nigga, it's his movie. So
But is he doing a lot of this shit and like playing with his mad boobs and shit? Like, come on, Vin Diesel,
nah,
come on, man.
this is not The Rock. This is Vin Diesel. Okay.
Like Buster Rhymes said, give me some more, nigga. Give me some more. You gotta have more. It's
That's
some
the thing,
muscles,
though.
nigga.
That
Come on.
that that's the thing. So this one is more than it's different from the Fast and Furiouses, even the early good ones. It's different from all the other action ones he's done. It's still Vin Diesel, but it's scientific in a way as well. Maybe the science interested me more than the acting per se. Um, but yeah, but it was a dope flick. It was a dope flick and a dope concept with a dope twist that I honestly can't say I saw coming. So it was nice. It was interesting.
Yeah, listen, if I really hope this is, I'm just saying, if you are listening or watching and you are keen on a movie reference, it's not my business how you get this movie. That's not, I'm not getting into that. Please look for Immaculate local movie. I feel
Hell
like that
yeah.
shit is. I don't know if motherfuckers like if it caught a wave. And I didn't watch TV, so I didn't know what wave was on television that maybe I could assume based off of seeing it on TV so much that okay, a lot of people may have known about it. But that's a dope local film. I
Bro,
feel like it shouldn't be like one of those films where 10 years goes by, then the kids is like, yo, this movie 10 years ago, you know. So if you get that movie, homie, you know what to do. Holla at your boy.
yeah. I'm gonna do the drop.
Young Ali.
I'm gonna do the drop.
um,
Yeah, what else has been up?
yeah, on my side, bro, like music, Robin Third Floor. He dropped the remix to Ikibela with A$AP Shembe and a cat called Lally Boy, I think.
Yeah, I saw
Dope,
that
dope,
shit.
dope. I love the music, love the bass line. That shit was dope. Black X and the Cats dropped a tape, the lockdown quarantine playlist.
Yep.
Dope music. I actually enjoyed. I really enjoyed like the whole like project on music. Like I wasn't sure what to expect in like full body
Yeah.
music because I'd never listened to like a full body project of theirs. Like I was impressed with that. An album that you love, which for me was really a surprise because you're a real nigga. You're a thug. You know you ain't got no, you don't like soft shit. You don't like soft shit, but you love R&B. We met the homie, an
Yeah.
amazing artist, amazing R&B artist, amazing producer. Dropped a project called Nights Volume 3.
Niggas don't understand, bro. Like, I don't like soft shit. And that shit ain't soft. That's the thing. That's the crazy part. It's not
Do you know why? It's because he sounds like those. You remember that when Thugs did R&B, or
exactly.
Jaheim,
Exactly.
and that nigga, or
I-
Life Jennings, those niggas that came from prison made the fucking R&B. Nigga sounds like like a thug,
listen.
nigga.
This nigga sound like he make R&B. He can whip your ass and then take your girl with his music. That's what that shit is. So that shit ain't soft as shit.
Yeah,
And that
Nights
shit is
Volume
dope.
3.
Dope.
And I played the earlier tapes, Volume 1 and 2. It's like very, very dope music,
Fam, it's
right? Like
consistent.
production wise, it's very mature production music. It's like when I listen to Solo, like him and the Better Gang, that whole like the music sounds like very professional,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Like everybody's participation. They did like a live video themselves with the Better Gang, and you could tell that like this team has been working for a while. It's that type of situation.
Yep. And that's what it sounds like with
And
the Nights.
yeah, and Kimosabi is also a collaborator and the brother ka Bailwansta. So
Shout
the whole
outs.
family is,
Shout outs
and
to that
like the
fam.
fact that it's R&B is what makes it so dope for me, bro. It's like, oh man, oh this nigga, I know, I was there. I was
Fam,
listening to the same music
fam.
you were listening to when you fell in love with R&B,
Nigga, and that's the thing, you can tell that
nigga.
when I say like he has that Joe kind of feel, I can picture myself chilling with him on a Sunday, listening to Metro FM, playing that shit, and it's just like, you know where the shit is from. It's dope. It's
Yeah,
dope. Funny enough.
mad
Before
dope.
we move from that, that's the
Uh-huh.
same vibes I got from You remember we had that episode that got deleted that had
So
Abo
they got deleted.
yeah, that had Black X and the whole crew with the Fabio
Yeah,
and them. Yeah. When I was chilling with them, that's the same vibe I got from Fabio and his singing and his
yeah,
vibe. That old school
yeah,
shit.
man.
Like I remember I had to ask this
Fabio the
nigga's age.
project, yeah.
Yeah, fam, like I had to ask this nigga's age. I'm like, yo, nigga, how old is you? And this nigga, I'm like, That's why you got that old school feel.
So
That
how
shit,
old is he?
that nigga was what, 26, 27? So
Yeah, you see,
yeah,
it's like music influence, bro. You can say even if the nigga does make some trap sounding shit,
fam,
right? But his contribution to that trap sounding shit is not trap, right? It's shit that's influenced by shit
fam.
that's familiar to me, which is like that R&B definition
Yep.
of soul. When you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, but
And
it's dope. It's
that's
dope. It's
exactly
dope.
what
It's
it is.
dope.
Yeah.
Um, the Cats in Durban been working. Summertime in
Oh,
Blaz playlist. Summertime in Blaz 2 dropped. Uh, dope music, dope collaborations. I just wanna like AK from in 9/11, no Slow L are just fucking beasts, bro.
fam,
Oh,
fam. Yo,
hey,
I'm so
hey,
glad I know some of these niggas, most of these niggas, cause
ay,
honestly,
ay,
like
ay,
with Slow
ay,
Early
ay,
Pair
ay.
that I'm not down with like that. But
Slow
AK,
L is too mean, bro.
or
The
20,
nigga is too mean, bro.
fam, niggas has been doing it and it's consistent and it's dope as fuck. And now the playlist that Umche is doing is really doing big things for them because it's a lovely collective of Umlazi. It's the shit that we've been talking about. It's like Umlazi been leading
Mm,
in trends, been leading in
mm.
music setup.
Bro, like earlier on today, Ud Robin Third Floor was having a live conversation with Jukes. I think they're like an
Yeah,
online
they're
publication. I don't know if they
they're
I
also
don't I think they're a
a
publication.
media. They're also a media.
A media house.
Yeah, media house, media player. I don't know.
Yeah. So they were talking there and they were talking about like independence, and Ud Robin was talking about just like how how much work independence takes and just how not pretty it is and all that jazz. And my reception fucked me out because I didn't get to see their response, but I asked whether they thought that the fact that people don't work in cliques and crews
Mm-hmm.
as much anymore, especially in the come up, is a reason why it's so much harder to be independent as an artist, because you are now on your own having to make all of these decisions and assemble a team for around your career and your vision. Whereas a lot of people who come up in collectives of music, you find your voice within a role. There's like a group. If there's a group, I don't mind not being an MC if I'm good at production type of situation,
Yeah.
And then if there's somebody to rap on, this is the shit that Lab was talking about. If there's somebody to rap on that shit, then my production can then be made into something greater than just the shit I made.
Mm-hmm.
So the more hands there is making music and putting out content, one is not as onerous in effort, because it's not a one-man game throughout. Hopefully that translates to the business end of it, outside of just the music making of it. And that's what Isamatime Mlazi for me really like represents. It's like a collective of a sound. It's curated by somebody, so there's definitely gonna be like an overarching maybe sound or theme or production style in the project. But it's like a whole lot of motherfuckers who are doing their own thing, not just necessarily motherfuckers who just came here to make this one album. This is music that's being extracted from other projects that motherfuckers
yeah. And it's
yeah, yeah.
really a playlist. It's dope like that, bro. It's overdue. Like took too goddamn long to do this shit. And it's being done by someone who's born and bred, so he understands Umlazi really well. It's unlike if I was doing it, I just take my favorite songs type of shit. But Jay really knows what he's doing.
And the motherfucker still like making the music out of that particular environment. And he has been consistently making the music out of that environment. So he's been around for a lot of people's like maturity and development in music. When it gets to a point where you have to decide, is this music thing what you're doing? And then you have to start paying the price of doing the music thing. Those type of motherfuckers have reached that part of their hustle where it's not just something I do while I'm going to school or this, that, and the other. Where it's like now, you know what I'm trying to say? So like, shout outs to KwaZulu Republic, Jay, check out Isamatime Mlazi Volume 2, the playlist. Slow L dropped the track, Ikomora, Dope Flows. Actually, there's a TV show on DSTV called Gomorrah. And I think
what did it entail?
I don't know. It's one of the South African soapies. I haven't seen it. I've seen it, but like I can't tell you like what the whole thing is about. But eMKhei-B is one of the writers there, so I hit him on Twitter on some just like Fethu, what's up with the fucking theme song, dog? Let's switch it up with the theme song. Now we slow early, night track, title Gomorrah. Come on, dog. And it's like, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I know that. Tell me though, how many fucking shits is eMKhei-B writing for?
I don't know what studios this nigga is with, but like he seems to be writing for quite a bit of.
This nigga is writing. God damn.
But I think that Zanzi Magic channel is sourcing a lot of local content. There's a lot of local content coming out of KZN. And again, those niggas are in the generation of people who are now the content creators on television. Now there's channels that give access for content being created to be given to the country. So you might find that there's a lot of shows that are being produced out of one production house. So you might have a lot of similar writing stuff. I'm just like spitballing here. I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. This
nigga might be like freelancing and writing shit randomly, but yeah, he's writing for quite a few.
Okay. What else you got?
How's
that shit plan?
How's I've got a question for you. How's love in the time of Corona? How's been relationshiping? Has that been complicated or been made better?
Listen, I was like, when the lockdown was announced, I was looking for any type of like alarm type of thing I can attach to all the knives in the house, because I need I need to know whenever some sharp object is picked up, because I don't trust that we're not gonna kill each other. This shit is, I don't know about other people, but this shit, honestly, for me, is the closest thing to being married. That's what this shit is. That's what, and not even just early married. Shit is still good. like retired married. We ain't going to work married. We waking up at 11 o'clock married because we got shit to
I think that's Jahid.
do.
No, relax.
What's
You ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
the time? What's the time for what? You ain't going.
Hold on. What's that thing? Alexa, play "Stay Naked and Not Get Dressed" by
Yep.
B.I.A. Please.
But and she actually loves that fucking tune, that song. So every time we even make examples of it or just use it in reference, like she knows what it is. She knows what it is. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Have you
Listen,
felt
yeah,
any?
don't get knocked up. Okay,
Hey,
don't get
listen.
knocked
Hey,
up.
holla.
Okay, the world is not.
Yeah, no, none of that. But I'm saying, so have you experienced anything of the sort since?
But like in my space, it's just been like learning to live with people, like learning to like coexist, like cohabitate a space with people, but not necessarily engage. Like, you know, like there's enough space for everybody here,
Okay.
right? But yeah, it's like it's just really been that. It's just I'm used to space staying alone type of situation. Me being with my girl is nothing new. That's a comfortable environment. Add two other people to that situation. It's still comfortable space wise. But there are days where you're like, okay, I'm gonna wake up early in the morning, go take a walk, right? And have like some me time. Just take a walk just down to the park, get back type of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, and I say all of that to say like it's
Wait, hold on.
shit that artists.
My bad. My shit is frozen in
Yeah,
this side. Am I moving
your
on your
shit
end?
is frozen.
I don't
No,
know.
man, you
I don't
good.
know. But you can hear me, so I don't know why the hell the video's frozen. Let me try.
Yeah, nigga, better keep that, brother. Don't lose the recording for this shit, nigga.
Nah. This shit should be recording. Anyway, you still can't see shit, nah?
Yeah,
Oh wait.
yeah, no.
This means we passed an hour. My fucking security shit then kicked in and took away the video. My bad. Hold on,
This
people.
motherfucker right here.
People
This
of the
motherfucking Wine On podcast.
yeah.
We figuring this shit out, bro. You know, somebody hit me on some, yo, y'all niggas better like start buying stock in these softwares and apps and companies that do shit like this, like or Zoom and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because everybody's home, you know. If you want to reach out to motherfuckers, you can call people on your phone, but there's always people who are going to need like something that's built for like a conversation being recorded between two people. And I think I can see it now. A lot of content is like in this format. You know, podcasting is continuing, but like I've seen some motherfuckers who haven't. Like Joe Budden was like, no, we're staying. Oh, your other motherfucking podcast because this, that, and the other. And then he came back and like, yeah, no, this shit is this shit is real, nigga. But I understood. So I don't think he had expected it to be that problematic. But I'm sure even those situations, I've seen Schultz and Charlemagne do it in a format similar to this. I've seen Schultz do a whole lot of other shit for Flagrant 2 and the other shit that's not under any particular banner that he's doing now. Like he did some shit, he had a conversation with a nigga who survived the Ronies. Did you listen to that shit?
haven't listened to it yet. I saw it though, but I haven't listened to it because now.
Yeah, that nigga was just saying.
Yeah. Talk about it.
No, I was saying that nigga was saying, yeah, he got the Ronies. They weren't that bad. He quarantined. He gave it to his wife. You know, she wasn't even not that bad. She got it, but it wasn't that bad either. But it was scary because, you know, you lose your taste, you lose your smell, you struggle breathing. Then every night you've got this fear of like, am I going to lose my ability to breathe? You know, that's the fear of like, am I just going to die out of the blue from this shit? But the craziest thing is that he had a conspiracy theory at the end talking about how his kids were fine. Like they were with them in the house, but
But them motherfuckers are just fine.
yeah, those motherfuckers are fine, right? And how, you know, it seems to be affecting only older people, even if it's in contact with younger people.
Yeah.
But it's something that should be fucking with your respiratory system. You would expect that kids would themselves be, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a conspiracy theory nonetheless. That, you know,
Another one. Like I saw Umiyagi talking about until the shit ibambe ipara, then we might need to start looking into it. But for now, like, have you heard of any para, any nyawope being escorted or quarantined? Because
that's a very good question. Because Bill Gates said this would be bad, blah 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 blah, for Africa, this, that, and the third. So I'm saying, if Ipara is not getting the shit,
bro,
you'd assume that Ipara would be in trouble, like serious trouble. And
come on now.
anyways, conspiracy theories, you know. Apparently, you can get arrested for like spreading fake news on shit.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is.
No, it's not fake news.
Some countries,
it's just conspiracies. It's not fake news. So don't come for us, government.
But it's also in relation to someone who was speaking firsthand from having had an experience with the virus.
Yep, you can't.
And, you know, him.
You can't argue with that, nigga. You really can't
just
argue.
one more point. I saw Robin Third Floor started a fam club with an M instead of an N, right?
Yeah.
And so I checked that out and I saw, it's a Patreon account. And I'd seen, I think it was Ulungelo Manzi,
talking
the
about
MC.
I saw that.
Talking about that same shit on Facebook. And I'd seen Upai Lwanster when this thing was talking about ways for you to support the artist. Talking about these, trying to find where, you're talking about now, stream my shit, you know, support your nigga type of situation.
Yeah.
So I'm really thinking about like, what changes are you seeing? Are you seeing a lot of more people going on Patreon? Are people going to be able to afford Patreon? Because Patreon is like in dollars and it's like $5, $10, $20. So it's a subscription. You subscribe to the profile and it should give you content. And then, you know, you pay that monthly subscription fee. Do you think that that's something that's easy to, you know, integrate in SA?
Hey, listen, it wasn't easy to integrate the lockdown, but when shit gotta happen, shit gotta happen. Right now, we're at the point where Patreon, if not Patreon as it currently stands, we need to figure out our own shit that contributes the same way on a subscription basis.
Yeah.
The creator gets paid, the audience gets the content, and because this is the crazier part. After the lockdown, how much do you imagine things going back to normal? Like, what do you see? Because if this shit continues like this,
I don't know.
Because now we're encouraged to stay at home. We're integrating everything we can to stay at home and work from home and operate from a homestead. Now, getting content, if people can do live concerts and put them on Patreon, and we can chill with our buddies at home and watch that shit.
Hold up, can you hear that thing on the?
Yeah, I got
something vibrating.
I got soldiers coming up behind me. It's a chopper.
Them helicopters.
Yeah,
it's a chopper, nigga.
It's a chopper.
Bro,
Get down.
You really look like you live in fucking James Bond's house or something, nigga. Is that chopper coming to land in the background, nigga? There by the pool?
This shit actually could land here. No, like, no friend. But yeah, excuse that sound. That's they heard this conversation. I feel like they hear. If something happens to me, you gotta get this recording out.
Nigga, we were talking about the monetizing of the content that's coming out, right? And And I was just talking about other people who are talking about or people what other artists in South Africa are currently doing, or some specifically those out of Durban that I've looked at are doing as far as that's concerned. So it's like how much music is being streamed, whether it's the music, the videos, or whatever. And then there's platforms like Patreon. Um, and the craziest thing about it is that it reminded me of like when Nipsey Hussle talked about fans who are proud to pay, because this is what this is, though. Like a Patreon, you're asking somebody to subscribe to your life. You are asking somebody to enter into a contract with you that's similar to one that they enter with the government on taxes, with
With the bank.
whoever, with the bank, with the fucking shops, or Edgar's, you know. So, so it's like first it takes it's an ask, and I think for the market in South Africa it's definitely an ask. But secondly, it requires a lot from you as the artist. Like if you look at what Schultz is doing, ever since the shutdown hit, Schultz has been like pumping content out, smaller 30-minute bits, right?
Every single
So
day.
yeah, everything else like the Brilliant Idiots, podcast dropped on Thursday, but he's not reliant on the Brilliant Idiots dropping to have content on his Patreon, so people who are subscribing are consistently getting value for their buck. And there's different tiers, like a higher fee for each tier. You know what I'm trying to say? So it requires a lot from the artist as well to maintain the interest for someone to say, hey, it's not the gym. Sometimes you get caught paying for a gym membership that you don't use. It's not the gym.
Listen, that's the point I wanted to make, that people who I can imagine, like U-B.A is one person I can imagine who would be able to win over an audience onto like a Patreon account, because he's always creating content. Like for every project he has the artworks, the definition, the understandings, and interpretations of the art into the music and incorporation of it. He has the visuals, the graphics, and he breaks down all of that on like his Tumblr accounts, on his Instagrams, on his stories. So imagine all the content he'd be able to push on one page that the audience would be willing to go and pay for. So that's what I wanted to speak to, Woodsy. The artists would need to maintain like a high standard, a high level of production on a Patreon, I believe, to introduce it to be understood in SA. Because for you to be dropping a once a week type show on somewhere where people are paying in dollars, it may create some, some.
But listen, you're
problems.
only paying once a month. If you say, I don't know what the rate is. Say there's a $5 equivalent. Say $5 is what, $20. Math, that's like that's $100, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's $100 a month. How much content am I getting in that month for $100?
Well,
Right.
okay, yeah. If
And also, is replay value a thing anymore? Like,
is
if
what
you
value?
subscribe, like, is replay value a thing? If you're subscribing to a podcast, are you thinking about, am I going to want to play episodes back to back, or will I always rely on something new? With music, you can always go back to music and play shit that came out earlier that you still fucks with, right? You don't necessarily need to be accessing the content for something new. But with content like podcasts, that's maybe the higher output requirement, where it's not necessarily high replay value in content that's a lot longer than music.
And that's why I guess the pricing even has come out different for things like podcasts, because you subscribe to it, you pay a once a month fee, and you get to replay if you want, but most people just rely on the new thing coming out. So unlike music, where music they charge you for the replay value as well. Like they charge you knowing that you're gonna get this and you're gonna play it over and over and over again. They can manufacture that. Can't do with things like podcasts. We just want to know that each month I get this standard amount, which enables me to further my thing. So it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing.
Mm.
But I
Yeah, I mean,
definitely want to jump on that.
as a consumer of content, are you willing to pay anybody $100 a month? Is there anyone that you are willing to like say it's quarantine season? I don't know what job security will look like in the next 5 months, 10 months, whatever. But while I can make the decision, I'm deciding that I'm proud to pay you $100 on a monthly basis.
Well, oh man, oh man.
$50?
Shells would be the first one for $100.
Okay.
I'd probably do Shells because he does content every day. He does stand-up bits. Um, there's a lot of content you get for your $100 a
But
month.
you know, with Shouts though, like you're not paying for comedy in the same 100 that you're paying for podcasts.
No, I'm saying the clips, not to get to a show. The clips that he
Okay.
uploads online.
But I'm saying, like, as a consumer of Shouts content, right? If you're going for podcasting, you go on the Patreon. Is the Patreon going to give you stand-up comedy clips? Is the Patreon going to give you the shit that he puts up on YouTube?
Yeah, some of that. Even the Patreon has, I believe, exclusives of the shit that he puts on YouTube. Like I'm dropping in. What's that show where they do where they work out the jokes before they get to do some shits. So I believe he has the exclusives. Yeah, he has the exclusives of those on Patreon. And then the shit that's not on Patreon, of course, it's available for everyone on YouTube and them. So you get to get the full experience. I remember Ubonang had a Cell C. Was it? I'm not sure if it was with the network or Cell C or whoever. But she had a deal of where you subscribe to the Bonang thing and you get exclusive Bonang content, monthly content. So she
even on with the Cell C shit. Yeah, I remember that.
So people have been up on that, and the people who jumped on that ship earlier are really benefiting right now. So, oh yeah, and I wanted to speak on what we were talking about, the Zoom investments and shit like this. And you saw that Zoom paid 70 billion in the 3 months from the beginning of the quarantine. 70 billion.
I should have put 5 on those niggas, bro. I should have put 5 on those niggas.
Put 2, nigga, put anything, nigga. Just holds up, nigga.
Oh, it's not too late, bro. Here's the thing, though. Like, if you can actually play that game and you're interested in playing that game, it's not. This is reality indefinitely. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I don't think that like life post this is like the tools that we've used to continue with society in these few weeks and months are going to be discarded once the pandemic.
Yeah, like the integration is an indefinite thing. Like the fact that people have realized that when forced to, they can live at home, they can make arrangements to live at home, they'll now prefer it because people really didn't want to go out to work. It's just that we ended up finding the joys of going out and hanging with other people and, getting different perspectives, seeing places and, getting...
I don't like people, I don't go outside.
I don't like shit, I don't go outside, bro. So, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, it's exciting.
US got work. Scary. I've got one more thing though that I've noted. I know for a fact I'm not the only person, so let me not ask it like an idiot. But so you're telling me that load shedding was just like fugazi this whole time? It was all a lie. These niggas got us by the nuts, bro. These niggas got us by the nuts, bro.
I keep telling motherfuckers, and
ain't nobody saying nothing. Or maybe I'm not listening to the right fucking circles.
I think it's one of those cases where people are gonna be like, shit. If we start talking about it, you might jinx it. and then these motherfuckers might need to cover their image and just bring it back for fuck's sake. So maybe people just realize this shit and like, all right, fuck it, let's just enjoy this shit while it's not here and not jinx this shit and not.
But no, bro, you talking about like what we do going forward. I'm talking about like the fact of the realization that this whole time these niggas have been. Do you understand? Like everything that's happened as a result of load shedding was. Maybe call me a conspiracy theorist because I'm not bringing you facts. Because why the fuck not?
Hell.
Right? But like, yo, nigga, I've had lights, nigga. I got
The
lights.
whole
I have lights.
time. The whole time.
I got lighting, nigga. I got power, but I don't have reception, right? Because something happened in the ocean and came home. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, no, we see y'all niggas.
Maybe it's a give and take. Can't have both. Reception or lights, nigga. Choose one.
But what I'm trying to say is like, who's negotiating, bro? Like, what, do you understand?
But what about Kongi?
Help me, please help me. One thing I'm phoning, but they want a yacht.
Exactly.
Oh, damn.
No, but that shit's crazy. But yeah, man, we're gonna be doing these. I also want to do these, as we said, daily. And let's see how long we can push this shit. So shout out to everybody who's gonna be with us. Shout out to all the artists who are giving us content, inspiring us to get up and do this shit our damn selves.
Yeah.
Shout out to the behind the bars. I actually wanted to tag you, but the video shits had
M.Y.N, nigga with the vernacular raps.
Yeah.
No, we see that shit, nigga. We see that shit, nigga.
No, because this is the crazy part. So this is the crazy part. When I was posting the video, it didn't allow me to tag people. That's why I had to come back and tag some people in the comments. But even on the comments, it didn't allow me for some dumb reason to tag you. So I am officially nominating you to do a behind the bars 16 20 challenge.
I haven't read it since 2009.
Exactly, nigga. And that's
over 10 years.
16 bars, fam. You got the rest of the month. You got the whole of April to do the shit.
All right, nigga. Yeah, we'll see.
So me, I'm looking forward to it, but that's the official nomination. But we gonna catch this shit up tomorrow, my nigga. I gotta get the fuck up out of here and go do.
Shout outs to the live experimentations, motherfucking Why Not podcast. Shout outs to the nigga. Shout outs to the Illuminati for keeping the lights on. Shout outs to the Illuminati.
Shout outs to the Illuminati. Nigga,
it's the Rock.
I got the lights on, man. Shout out to Akon. We see you. He probably has a hand in this as well.
We see you,
my nigga.
Nigga. So Why Not podcast will be out.
Out, man, nigga. Shit.
Watch it go down. Heard who got the throw now? City burn. Watch it go down. Heard who got the throw now? City burn. Watch it burn. Got to the throne. Watch it burn now. City burn. Watch it burn. Got to the throne. Watch it burn now.
We kings in the north. Jon Snow, drug cars in your ass, nigga, that's a guy flow. I ain't playing no games already, got the throne, mad king of the night, yeah, I'm cold to the bone, yo. For you many-faced gods, steady switches, money faces a facade. No friends, always been against the odds. In this game, I dealt our cards. See, I brought a little change to the game. One song, I'll be name, no songs to be on your grave. New songs, set the studio ablaze. Free smoke, still ain't puffing on the haze. Got the game in the palm on my left hand, right hand on the Bible. Never had no rivals, still awaiting your arrival. Low-key, I'm your idol.
City burn. Watch it go down. Heard who got the throw now? City burn. Watch it go down. got the throne now? City burn, watch it burn. Got to the throne, watch it burn now. City burn, watch it burn. Got to the throne, watch it burn now.
We don't need no rain at the no more features again to this learn. Shh, can you hear the violence sing? The throne has a time and the tide in the ring. Kill them now, get taken out like PLs. Asylum seekers plead with us to take them somewhere else. Lines have been drawn, no eyebrows. People acting funny, die clowns. Real talk so that I house while these Tom and Jerry's play cat and mouse. Formula 1 rappers get driven to the breaking points. Half the nosies, they ain't places joints. God forgive them, cause we won't. Let's raise hell, they're screaming please don't.
City burn, watch it go down. Burn, who got the throne now? City burn, watch it go down. Burn, who got the throne now? City burn, watch it burn. Got to the throne, watch it burn now. City burn, watch it burn. Got to the throne, watch it burn now.
We're killing them now, KTN, we the kings of this town, so give us the crown, ayy. There's no bringing us down, top notch, we burn to the ground, the name is known. We claiming the throne, safe to say that we stay in the zone. Yeah, we focus, man, we the dopest in the game and we blow in flames. These are no smoke with us, these they get blown to dust, just rolling up, know what's up. We got the game and the Cobra clutch. My team's at the top with the cream of the crop. We keep the streets hot with the heat that we drop. And we keeping it moving, leaving the city in ruins. And if it's beef, then we cooking, only this been losing.
City burn, watch it go down. Burn, who got the throne now? City burn, watch it go down. Burn, who got the throne now? City burn, watch it burn. Got to the throne, watch it burn now. City burn, watch it burn. Got to the throne, watch it burn now.